Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, strike. 19 tight. Cowboy 80. Hurk. Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Carthrow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lion. Come on, streak. Check smash. Chop 60. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready. Liking 18. 70 Ranger.
Throwing now, Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22.
You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 19, go street. Buffalo 18. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
Now Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Touchdown, Colts! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ready. 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go, go. Let's go.
Again, it's Ward. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Chig Okonkwo, 53 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
4 yards on the pickup.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go. Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cowboy 80.
Play action. It's Ward. And it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the ready.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70. Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, 44 yards. And the Colts are back within a couple of the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, 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 check. Broncos. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's got his man on the out route. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. 18 Pioneer. Rig alert! Rig alert! 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
70 Rangers, 70, 60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11, Dragon 60.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
3 and out.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Dike, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
from the 41. Richardson. Got his man. It's Warren.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Three. Mustang 19.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Come back, team. 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Hurt.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
70.
Now Richardson from the downhill throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Back. 18 card. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Panther 11.
Back to the air with Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Stephanie! 18.
They'll look to throw again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Trap 60.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready? 60 Bison. Steady.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw again. Complete to Taylor on the slant. Breaks through the contact. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal, Indianapolis.
Panther 60.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready? Tackle East, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Check match, check match. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Again, it's Richardson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Stephanie. Cougar 19.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Liking 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown!
Josh Downs
From 10 yards out.
And the Colts have cut the lead back down to 2. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Here we go. Set.
Will line up for the
18
2-point
Cardinal. 18
conversion.
Cardinal. Go street. You're in the stick. You're in the stick. Hey, set. Hurt. Ready.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pioneer.
Here's Ward.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
70 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ward now working out of the gun. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of
I'll tell you what, a
18.
lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Ward. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
60 Bobcat, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
You can do it. Don't mean stop. Let's go.
19 Lions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Trap 60.
Now Richardson.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Seven Pirates. 70 Rangers.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's got Pierce. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
set. 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready, set.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19, 18. Cut 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready, go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hey, smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Big cross there defensively.
65, check. Get it. Cougar 19. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check. 79 Broncos. Take go.
Throwing is Ward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground to town.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Street. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
3rd down and
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Stop, ready. Hurt, Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7, 18, Rattler, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. A short throw taken in by Caldwell.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, Ward.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hey, Crash. Go, check. Check go.
Looking to throw.
Ward. Looking deep here from Mooney.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Come on, set.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Stack. Riggs. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hawk 70. Ready,
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Tag. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Throwing now is Richardson.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
At the 1-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready. Check, man. Viking 18.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Indianapolis, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.